Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody is doing well this week. This week I'm checking in for week 4 of October and cash stuffing for the last week of October. Payday is a week on... No, it's not a week on Wednesday. It's on Wednesday. So yeah, it's been a 5-week month, but yeah, it's much better when you prep and plan for your 5-week months and then it doesn't feel like it's such a mission. But anyway, let's see what we've got left for this week. So I actually still had all of my £20. Oh, so by the way, this is Thursday when I'm filming this because I am away for the weekend from tomorrow. So yeah, this is Thursday when I'm filming this. But that's me off work now till next Wednesday, so payday is the day that I go back to work. But yeah, up until today I still had my whole £20 spending money in my purse. But I got, what did I get? I had to get something for breakfast at work and something for lunch because I was just so tired and unprepared this morning, which I get annoyed at myself for, but it's only once a week, if that I basically buy something for lunch or whatever. So yeah, I done that today, and I also paid my tea and coffee money for work, which is £3 a month. So yeah, we've got some change and a £5 note. I do know that £2 of this was from like food or something, and then food has really been touched this week, so we've got £30 in there. I thought it was 40. Oh no, 40 is all we had in total anyway, so that's fine. We do still have money in fuel, but I might actually, so we've got 40 in fuel, but I am driving to Edinburgh Airport and back from Edinburgh Airport, well, driving to Edinburgh Airport tomorrow and back on Monday. So I'm going to leave that in there because I might need it, or I might need some of it, so I'm just going to leave it and then we could sort it in next week's stuff and if there's still some there. So for coins we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So £7, oh, £8, 8.50, 70, 90, £9, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5. So £9.25. Yeah, that's a nice amount. £9.25. Right, so in the penny challenge we go. We'll see what we're marking off. Right, let's pop that off to the side and get my pen. Okay, so £9.25, take away £1.10, take away £1.09, take away £1.08, take away £1.07, take away £1.06. Love that we get so many numbers marked off. Take away £1.05. Stipend. Take away £1.04. Take away £1.03. And that leaves us with 73. Perfect. That was a mess, but I'm not going to fix it. Okay, so that means that we now have, so we had £58.42 to go and we just put in £9.25. So we've got £49.17. So 49.17 left to go to complete the penny challenge, which is super duper exciting. Okay, so that's that part done. Next, we will put this extra money left over into my 1.4k. So we've got 20.35. Again, a nice amount. So just from this week alone, that means that we've had... Oh my goodness, what am I doing? 35 plus 9. £44 will be going into my money my challenge this week. So that's great. So let's add this in. 20 and 10. So in here we now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. £120. And this has just been from leftover money the past few weeks-ish. Yeah, £120. Love that. Hopefully we'll spend minimal out of that fuel and then we could add that as well. So the ball that I had been saving up for is this weekend. So I'm going to take this out of here. The money is in my Monzo, but I need to, as always, move money around. So I've got £250. So this £250 is for, so I've already bought some raffle tickets for the event. They were £15. I need to pay my part of the hotel, which is 112. So 112 plus 15. So there's 127. I'm not sure if I'll pay for my parking for the airport off of this or not. Not sure. I need to put money back for my dress that I bought for the event, which, God, I can't even remember how much. Let's just say it was 15, so 142. So basically I'll have about £100 spending money for food and drinks, which, now I'm thinking about it, not sure that's going to be enough. But we'll go with it and I will update you next week, I guess. So let's pop that off to the side because we're taking that out. I need to go through, again, I did actually write everything down, but actually because I've written it down, we'll just do it just now. So there is some bits that I could take out while I'm here. I'm not going to show you my whole list because, yeah, you don't need to see that. So I have got money to put back from home stuff, which is in Monzo. No, actually, I'm going to do this off camera because there's more stuff that I've bought after I wrote this list from home. Oh, excuse me, from my home envelope. So yeah, I'm just looking at it to see if there's anything I could take out here at all. No, I think it all needs to come out of my actual account. So yeah, let's just ignore that part. And I did send stuff back, so there's returns money waiting to go back and yada yada yada. So that's fine. We will leave that and I will just sort that off camera. So let's have a look and see. Well, there's no point to have a look and see because it's the same amount as it has been the past 5 weeks. But let's pop in the money for this week. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. So I've got my £20 spending and my £40 for food. I barely have done a food shop this week, so I think in last week's video I was saying that I probably won't need to really get anything because I had been to the food larder and I had loads of stuff. And let me just get me drink. Yeah, so I don't really know what I've been eating this week, to be completely honest. I think the only thing I got from the shop was I bought myself a toasty panini press thing from Home Bargains. I've been wanting one and I just hadn't got around to buying one. I was in Home Bargains on Monday and I seen one for £12.99. Like, that wasn't even in the sale, that was just its price, £12.99. And I was like, that is amazing. Actually, let me see if I could show you without dropping everything. It's quite a small little thing, so this is it here. So yeah, it's just a wee like panini toasty press. So it's only £12.99 from Home Bargains, which I thought was great. So yeah, I picked that up, so I need to put the money back from my home envelope. But anyway, because I got that, I was really in the mood for a panini. So I bought little paninis, a block of cheese and a jar of chilli jam and a couple other little bits and pieces when I was at Tesco. So I almost spent like £7-8 off of my food shopping money this week. And I picked up milk as well. So yeah, apart from that, I actually haven't bought anything else food-wise this week, which was great because we had £30, well, like £32 or whatever to roll over. So yeah, I was really happy with that. Anyway, let's pop this in for this week. Not sure what shopping wise what I'll be doing shopping wise this week. I think I'm actually, so I don't come back home until like Monday evening. So that'll be my way Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I'll only really need to be eating Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then it'll be redoing the purse again. So hopefully we'll have a nice amount to roll over again. And spending wise, I should probably take this with me for spending, just to bump up my spending money. So 20 for spending, 40 for food. Let's see what we'll come back with, and hopefully we'll have some fuel money to roll over as well. And I had took that envelope out with me because I needed some toiletries, but there was like toiletries and beauty products. So toiletries, essential toiletries, I tend to take from my Home Essentials, but because I was getting like teeth whitening strips, there was something else I was getting as well. There was a couple of things that aren't like essentials, but they are, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I used a bit of my me money and my Home Essentials money for that. So I think it was about like £25 or something. And we have been to the bank with the money for Back to Bank for now. So yeah, that is that. I don't think I've got any more updates for you this week. I do need to start a new jar for my penny savings challenge because my jar that I've been using is completely overflowing. I genuinely thought it was going to hold it all, but it's not. So yeah, I'm going to need to have a look at that. But yes, I think that's me for this week. If I could think of any other updates that I've got, I do need to update my Instagram page actually, if you're on Instagram and you have me over there. Oh, so that just totally cut off. But anyway, I was just saying I haven't really updated the past couple of weeks really on my progress or what I've saved, what I've spent, all that sort of stuff. And I know that not a lot of people will always sit and watch YouTube videos. Sometimes it's easier to digest just little bits of information. So I will try and see if I can get a chance to update that. But yeah, I hope you guys are all well. Hope you've had a lovely week, and I will check in next week. Bye!